brilliant speed with vibrant service. Vibrant Broadband Internet.
10:30 to time. Vibrant You, the show. It's all yours.
Well, hello.
Hello.
Hey,
hello.
Jeff.
How we doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing great.
We are good.
Yeah,
Well, thanks for having us again.
absolutely.
We got here just fine in our little EV car. Not sure
Right.
if we're going to be able to get out with the snow, but we'll do it.
We'll do our best.
So thanks for having us, Jeff. I'm Jane.
I'm Shane.
Say that again.
Oh, and I'm Bo.
There's the
Yeah,
There it is.
Yeah.
So today we are going to be talking about fiber construction. It is spring, even though it doesn't want to give up winter right now.
There'll be lots of construction going on.
Right?
Yep.
So, as we've said many times, Vibrant is expanding the fiber optic internet services to many of our unserved and underserved areas. So, we're building these areas out. So, we're getting a lot of phone calls. When can I get hooked up? I need it yesterday, kind of thing. So, we live in a time that everything is so fast and immediate, right? You put something
Gotta
in the
have it
microwave.
now.
Yep, absolutely. And so with all of that, it doesn't happen like that overnight, unfortunately. So we try to get you connected and take care of it, but we're just really going to talk about the timelines. And right now we live in a great time where we have so many opportunities to get fiber internet coming at you. So we're just going to talk a little bit about that. And then bringing utilities to our home is a process, right? So we're going to just talk about Vibrant and how it comes to your home or your business.
Yeah, we're gonna like Jane said, we live in a microwave society. You throw something in a microwave, and then 3 minutes later, it's done.
Right.
You order on Amazon, you can get it in a day or two. And everybody wants it now. But back in 1935, when Meeker Cooperative started, there wasn't electricity to all the homes. And it took time to build that infrastructure to bring electricity out into rural areas. Towns had it and cities had homes in the towns and cities had electricity, but a lot of rural homes did not. And so, yeah, you get excited, but it took years to build out that infrastructure, to get all the equipment ordered, and the wiring had to be installed. I mean, homes didn't even have wiring. They weren't built with wiring pre-electricity, right?
No.
Because they didn't need it. So they had to be retrofitted with wiring and, all that stuff. And so this is kind of like the same thing. So fiber internet is brand new. It's new infrastructure. So it's not in the ground already. And that's what we're going to talk about, is how the process and how fiber and our internet gets into homes. And Bo's just going to start with new construction.
Yeah, well, spring's always new construction time, and if you looked outside, you would probably not believe that it's getting close to spring.
Yeah.
But the ground's going to thaw at some point, so we're working in some new build areas this spring. So we have Genesee Township build, Candy Ojai Township, Paynesville, and Cokato. So a lot of those people have gotten their construction letters in the mail, and if you haven't yet, maybe you want to be on the lookout for it, because we always let people know, when we're coming, if you're going to be part of that build, and that just gets people, to give us a call, ask their questions, get on the list, because it's a pretty big process. These are all fairly substantial builds, and we have to apply for permits from Department of Transportation, Railroad, DNR, and our operations team's designing the route. They're getting all the materials required for the build. So all of that goes into it, and we're doing all that so we can bring better internet to people. And over the last, since those letters went out, I think just a couple of days ago, we've been getting tons of calls, and it's just cool to see people being really excited that they're like, I thought I was stuck with slow internet for 20 years. I think one actually said they called their internet provider, and they said their only way to get better internet was to move. And they heard that last year, and so now we have a better answer for them. And we're really excited about it, and we're just continuing to build out. It seems every year, and we're always looking to see where the need is.
Along with all that, we also have to secure the construction companies that will put all this into the ground, and this is where MC Fiber comes in. I know you've had them on the radio here and not long ago, and MC Fiber is a company that's co-owned by Meeker Cooperative, and they're looking for a lot of employees. And so we just want to plug it a little bit that if you're looking for a great job. It's outdoor work. If you like to be in outdoors, it's good pay, great benefits. So if you're looking for some work, they are hiring, and they're hiring a lot of people, especially in this area. And so just to contact them, you can go onto Indeed and find it there. Otherwise, you can just go to mcfiber.com or email hr@mcfiber.com. So that's one of the things that we are doing is securing construction.
Right.
And then they're scheduling all the construction that we're going to be doing.
Gotcha.
Right. So with the construction letter that we just sent out to, if you do have anything that's privately buried in those main line areas, give us a call. That's part of the reason why we send those letters out. So if you have duct or drain tile or any type of secondary electric, give us a call because we don't know that those are out there. So we just want to work with you and make sure that we're not damaging anything on your property as well. So back to construction. So it's going to take a couple of weeks to several weeks to a couple of months to get taken care of. It just kind of depends on what type of drop you have. That could be across the road. It could be a permit that we're waiting on. So it's really important to look at that letter and give us a call as quickly as possible. So after the construction starts, then the the duct goes in. So you're going to see orange duct all over the ground, and then the fiber will need to get blown in the duct at that time. So this is where the longest part takes. So the cable, the duct, the fiber all needs to be fused together, every glass strand. So it's called splicing, and this is the part that takes the longest part. And then it brings us to our next process, Bo.
Yeah, the next process is getting the drops done to everyone that's interested in getting fiber. So what we do is we meet out there for what's called a staking appointment, and we figure out where the route's going to go. Every route's a little bit different. We meet with you individually to mark if there's anything privately buried. We put our Go for One ticket in to mark any lines that are public, and then that gets to work on getting the line all the way buried up to the home and spliced. So that process does take a little longer. Some people think, it's at the end of the driveway, so it's ready to go. But, it could take a good, 3-4 weeks for that process to happen, because we want to just work with you and work with everyone individually, and not just bury the line up. And if we hit anything, we hit anything. We always are wanting to be cognizant of what's, people they have pet fences, they have sprinkler systems. So that's why that process does take a little time. Just kind of we want to have a personal touch while we're doing the fiber work and getting the internet buried up to you.
Right. So when you're at that staking appointment, and you set that staking appointment too, it takes about 20 minutes. We'll actually mark the route that you wanted to come into the house. So those are the white flags, and they're also called the proposed route. And then when our contractors are ready to bury that line, we'll do a gopher ticket on that. So that'll mark all the public lines. So electric, water, if you have other utilities out there, that'll take care of it. And then if you do have anything privately buried, the private facilities, we're asking that you identify those on a construction consent form. So that way we don't damage, like Bo said, anything that you've dug in your yard. So when those flags, when you see those white flags, that white flag in your yard, and then all of a sudden there's more colored flags in your area, in your home, that's you're getting closer to getting our internet.
The colored.
And so we get those phone calls from people, when am I going to get installed? And so I kind of start asking them questions. So what do you see outside? Do you see white flags? Do you see orange flags? What kind of colors do you see? So that kind of indicates where they are in the process. So once it's dropped in there and everything, you're going to end up getting a phone call from one of our account specialists that are going to be scheduling the install for you, and they'll ask you some questions out there. Typically, it takes about 2 weeks after the drop is put in. It just depends on if everything is turned up or not. And then on the day of the installation, you're actually going to be connected with Vibrant and experience amazingly fast, reliable internet.
That's right. Once it's in your home, installed in your home, then it's there, right? The utility is there, and it's available to anyone. If you sell your home, or if a new renter comes in or whatever, the utility's already there. Then to get you installed, or we call it installed or hooked up, can be a day or two, and sometimes same day, depending on how busy we are in the schedule. But that's that's just like now electricity. Electricity is at every home, but once a fiber company comes up to your home or a utility comes up to your home, it's there then, and sometimes there's different. A couple different utilities or a couple different companies that might, like, say, MediaCom or CenturyLink or somebody else might have, the old DSL up to your home. Mm-hmm. But this is fiber, so this is the best of the best. And once it's there, it's there, and it does add value to your home in that it makes it more appealing as a buyer. If they know that you have fiber internet up to the home. That should be listed on your listing, because people are going to want that, especially out in a rural area. We've heard that people are kind of coming out to the rural area from the cities. They're kind of tired of the hustle and bustle, and fiber internet to the home is a huge advantage for them. So it's kind of like, again, once electricity is brought up to the home, hey, once Vibrant's there, it's there. So that's the great thing about having a utility like Vibrant coming up to the house.
Perfect example. I got a phone call yesterday, or actually Monday, that they had closed on their property on Friday and was just getting to us, and they were in a panic because they were starting a remote job from home, needed the internet and didn't have it, but the previous owners had already been installed with us. So we were able to turn them up immediately, and they were able to take care of it. Super grateful people. I just said that when I was on the phone with them, I'm like, you are super blessed to have this, because it would typically take about 3 to 4 weeks to get done.
No kidding.
So they were very excited.
Yeah, and we're just happy to continue to get that experience out to more people. Especially people that have had pretty bad internet options where maybe they can't even work from home if they want to, just because it's not an option with the internet that they're having. So we're happy to be kind of pioneering fiber in rural areas and just continuing to get those builds out. So if you have one of those construction letters, or if you're curious, if you're in the area, just give us a call anytime. Even if you're not, that's something we can kind of walk you through, maybe what the options might be with the fixed wireless. So we do have other options for that. And then again, I want to mention, I know Shane had brought up MC Fiber, that they're looking for employees, and it starts at $20 an hour. So anyone that wants to work outside or just looking for a long-term career and a fun place to work, you can go to mcfiber.com or email hr@mcfiber.com, or go on Indeed to apply.
If you have any questions in general, you can give us a call at the office, 693-3231, or you can actually learn more about it on vibrantbroadband.com. Catch the replay on Facebook or YouTube channel. Just search for Vibrant Broadband. And then don't forget, listen live every Wednesday at 10:30 KLFD.
That's right. Well, thank you, everyone, for listening. Thank you, Jeff, for having us.
Absolutely.
Thank you, KLFD. My name is Shane.
I'm Jane.
And I'm Bo.
Tune in next week for another Vibrant U Live.
All right.
Brilliant speed with Vibrant service. Vibrant Broadband Internet. Vibrant Broadband Internet.